How's it going everyone? I've got another Black Ops 2 class setup for you today. This one's called Speed Freak, and subscribers who have been around since Modern Warfare 3 will recognise the title of this setup, seeing as I originally did it in Modern Warfare 3. But there's a few perks and pieces of equipment in Black Ops 2 which drastically improve your character's agility and movement speed, and that's the whole gist of this class. It's a combination of all the speed upgrades to create a hyperactive soldier. It's always frustrating in game when you get gunned down because your character's not reacting quick enough. That might be either recovering from sprinting, trying to reload, or trying to mantle objects. So this setup in game is going to give your character a caffeine boost and allow him to react as fast as you can. So let's get started and take a look at some weapons and attachments for this Speed Freak setup. So it makes sense to go with one of the SMGs for the primary weapons, since those weapons have the fastest movement speed and generally fast fire rates. The one with the fastest fire rate out of the whole pack is the Scorpion Evo. I did consider boosting that fire rate even more with that rapid fire attachment, but then that would make this setup very similar to the Eat Lead class that I posted back in the early days of these Black Ops 2 loadouts, and it kind of ruins the weapon's performance with that reduced range and much higher recoil. The standard 1,250 rounds per minute fire rate of the Scorpion is more than enough to kill enemies in a split second, so instead we'll go with two attachments that are going to increase your character's speed in other areas. First up is fast mag stuffs to speed up those reload times to save yourself from being gunned down in the middle of a reload, and second is the adjustable stock to allow your characters to dart from side to side and shake off the enemy's aim. With the SMGs and the Scorpion having pretty fast movement speed as standard, the adjustable stock is one of the best attachments for achieving a hyperactive soldier. Even with the fast mags attachment, it's still quicker to switch over to a secondary weapon when you're in those hot firefights and you run out of ammunition. So for the secondary we'll go with the one with the fastest fire rate, and that's the Cap 40 with its fully automatic fire mode. Again, to speed up this weapon's performance we'll also go with the fast mags attachment. So moving on, let's take a look at some perks and then finish off this setup with a look at some score streak rewards. It makes sense to go with the lightweight perk for this Speed Freak setup. This loadout's all about being as fast as possible, so the lightweight perk fits the theme perfectly. I'd probably usually prefer Flak Jacket for my tier 1 perk, but with this setup you've just got to forget about kill death ratios and just keep getting into the face of the enemy. Second up, another perk that's going to give you a considerable speed upgrade to your character is the Fast Hands perk. With fast hands you've got those faster weapon swaps, which makes swapping out to that Cap 40 much faster than reloading, even with that fast mags attachment on the Scorpion. This means you just have to twitch those thumbs and mash those buttons in those hot firefights to take out as many enemies as possible before being gunned down. Then one more speed upgrade perk we'll go for is Dexterity. Not only is this going to give you those faster recoveries from sprinting, which is going to make you much deadlier when you run into an enemy out of a sprint, it's also going to give you those faster mantling and climb speeds, so you're less likely to get gunned down while stuck halfway up a crate or trying to climb in through someone's window. Then while extreme conditioning doesn't actually grant you any speed related benefits, it does go hand in hand with lightweight, and it gives you those faster sprint durations, which all in all is just going to help you make up more ground across the map and does kind of fit into the whole theme. Then finally, to finish off this setup, I was trying to rack my brain as to what score streak awards to use, but in the end I just went with the first 3 score streak awards that you get of UAV, RCXD and then Hunter Killer. While these 3 score streak awards aren't actually that powerful, it does fit into the whole theme of Speed Freaks, and you get these things in just a short firefight. This is great for those slightly impatient players who don't like to wait around for those higher score streak awards. You can quickly spam these out as fast as possible and acquire them multiple times every game. So I definitely advise giving this Speed Freak loadout a try just to have some fun in Black Ops 2. Those combination of speed boosting attachments and perks really does minimise those annoying moments where you get gunned down when your character's unresponsive, but it doesn't work too well in those objective game modes since you've got no protection against enemy UAVs or explosives. Instead, this class is all about just being non-stop and sprinting straight out of your spawn into the action time and time again. So if you do have some fun with this class, or if you just like the sound of it, or enjoyed my video, I'd really appreciate a thumbs up just to help spread the word and share the video with your friends. Don't forget, if you want to check out more fun class setups like this, you can always check out the link to the full playlist down in the description. I mentioned that Eat Lead setup, which is very similar with it using the Scorpion, with that loadout being themed on the fastest fire rate weapons. While you're browsing that description, don't forget to click those links to Twitter and Facebook. Otherwise, thanks for watching. I'll catch you all later.